That's something we don't need anymore.
Shit.
We're here in the BPM where we produce our prototype wheels and develop new products. Behind, I have a nice SCOR bike where I would like to show you today how to do a tubeless setup on this bike. If we're talking in general about tubeless, why we do need this? To convert from a tube setup to a tubeless setup, there are several benefits. One of the benefits on a tubeless setup is the less rolling resistance you have later on the bike. You can lower your tire pressure without having many problems with snake bites, for example. You will have more comfort on the bike, you will have more traction. Let's start with the tubeless setup. First of all, I will remove the wheels from the bike. For your tubeless setup, what you will need are 3 parts. You would need to have a tubeless valve, you would need to have a tubeless tape, which are, in the case of the SCOR bike we have here, included already when you're buying the bike. So the only thing you would need to buy is the tubeless sealant, and the tubeless sealant is a pretty new product in the lineup from DT Swiss to round up our whole tubeless parts we offer to the market. I would start with the rear wheel. First of all, for sure, I need to release the air to get the tire dismounted. First of all, remove the tire from the rim wall on both sides. That makes everything a little bit easier. Take the tube out of the wheel. Go ahead. So tires down from the rim. Now we need to check if we need to mount a tubeless tape. If it's an old tubeless tape, I would recommend to take a new one. So I will take the old tubeless tape away from the wheel and put a new one on the rim. Before you mount the new tubeless tape, make sure that you cleaned the rim bed perfectly. I will use a degreaser to clean the rim bed. The tubeless tape needs to be 2 mm wider than the rim mouth of your wheel. You can find those information as well on the internet, or you measure it with a measuring tape. In this case, we have a 30 mm rim, so I would need 32 mm rim tape. Check the position of the valve hole and start mounting the rim tape approximately 10 cm prior the valve hole. Stress the rim tape a little bit to make sure that it's perfectly aligned in the rim bed. If you reach the valve hole one time around the rim, overlap the rim tape another 10 centimeters approximately behind the valve hole and cut it. To mount the tubeless valve, which is now the next step, we need to put a hole in the tubeless tape. Put it inside. Take care that you're mounting the tire with the right rolling direction. This should work usually without any tire lever. One side is mounted. Do so approximately 8% of the whole tire diameter. The amount of tubeless sealant you will need is dependent on which sealant you are using or the tire you're using. So please check the manual of the sealant manufacturer or the tire manufacturer to make sure how many sealant you will need. I like it much more to do it the fast way. Perfect. And then start to assemble the tire completely on the rim. In the best case scenario, you can do this by hand. If you cannot do this by hand, please use any tire lever to mount the tire. Make sure it's completely mounted. Take care that the tire is correctly seated. In this case, I can see it's not already seated, so I need more pressure. Check really if the tire is correctly mounted on the rim and it's in perfect position. After this, start to move and shake the whole wheel to make sure that the tubeless sealant is all around the tire and the rim and will seal it perfectly. And check the tubeless valve is correctly mounted if it's still fixed, because sometimes with the air pressure it will be reseated a little bit. Now we finished the rear wheel. For the front wheel, it's exactly the same steps we need to do to make there a tubeless setup. Both wheels are now set up on tubeless. Now we can put them back into the bike. So setup is ready now. Let's go for a ride. Enjoy your bike. See you on the trail.